Called by many this season the toughest basketball conference in the land. Coach Lou Henson of the University of Illinois has his Fighting Illini off and running this season, winning 16 straight. And today, the Fighting Illini could move into the top spot in the national polls with their 17th consecutive victory. It is a team of thoroughbreds. Not big, but very quick and unselfish. The opponent for the unbeaten Fighting Illini today from the ACC, a conference rich as any in basketball history and legend. Coach Bobby Crimmins brings his Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets into Champaign, Illinois, 11-4 on the season, led by powerful Tom Hammonds. Georgia Tech and Illinois have met this season. Illinois won that one. Today, the Yellow Jackets get a second shot at the unbeaten Illini.
Bardo and Gill are the best defensive tandem in the nation. As a duo, they are superb. And before you scream out in Oklahoma, I know Mookie Blaylock's a great defender, but they have two of them here in Illinois.
The rap, if you want to put a number on both these teams, would be who can control the tempo, who can handle the key man.
Yeah, they got to handle inside. Mr. Hammonds, he's such a powerful force on the interior.
But, Dick, neither team offers the real big guy. These are big enough, perhaps, but they don't have the real big man in the middle.
That's the big cry we hear out of Illinois, but they have so many athletes that play so big.
Battle is one of them who just took that shot.
Yeah, they have some great jumpers inside. They rely on their tremendous athletic ability and great team balance.
All right, Oliver, who really would prefer to be playing an off-guard position, handling the point now for Georgia Tech.
He's been their consistent player. He's done anything they've asked him to do. He's just a tremendous kid.
Sherrod is number 42. The Yellow Jackets are in the dark blue. That's McNeil looking down the lane. Couldn't find it. They take it inside to Hammonds. He's shut off, and Sherrod to the baseline.
Notice when Hammonds touches the ball inside, two people converge on him.
Got open. That's two, and it's good.
He is a one-dimensional player right now, Keith. He's going to have to add a lot to his game before he's a legitimate, what we call, star player on a collegiate level. An excellent long-range shooter, but shot selection sometimes is a problem with Dennis.
Tech steals it. This is Oliver.
Give it up.
2-on-1.
Nice play by Oliver. 2-on-1. Keeps the ball, draws the defensive player to him, and then dumps it off with a layup.
McNeil getting the basket for Georgia Tech.
They need some points out of McNeil. He's starting in place of Mo Britton today, and he's an inside power player.
Hamilton inside. Good.
He had 25 against Georgia Tech over in Hawaii, and that's what he does best, catch the ball and shoot it.
Now you start to get the pressure in backcourt as Kendall Gill picks up Ryan Oliver. Now eases up at midcourt.
You know what's amazing? Georgia Tech only had 10 turnovers out in Hawaii in a real war of the game. Look at that leaper right there.
Missing the shot. Hamilton.
They really push the ball up the floor. Lou Henson is signaling pressure, pressure. He wants pressure defensively.
And we're tied at 4.
Then they try to draw you to a position, then give a lot of help defensively. They switch a great deal on the inside. Hamilton's had a history getting in foul trouble, trying to check Hammonds. They ought to go to Hammonds.
Good play, Oliver. Slapped out of there.
Oh!
Twice.
Oh!
Slapped it out the first time, and the Illini run it. Bardo in the middle. Foul.
They are so quick and explosive, Keith. They score points quickly with their tremendous team speed. Here's Bobby Crimmins, the gray fox on the sideline, talking to Anthony Sherrod. Now watch the blocks inside. They're not big. Mr. Henson says, we're not big. But, oh, look how big they play. There comes one. Boom, get out of there. And here goes the second one. Rejection City. Bingo.
Oliver, the foul for Georgia Tech. The Illini play it in.
It's quiet here, maybe because it's so early, Keith.
Bardo, a gamer out in front. Gill handling it with him. They're letting him have some contact out in front. Hamilton looks to the baseline.
Oh, great cut without the ball.
Nick Anderson.
He's their most valuable player. He's such an outstanding clutch player. Nick Anderson was a great high school player out of Chicago, Simeon High School, and he's done everything they've asked him to do here in an Illinois uniform.
Illinois right now on a 6-0 run.
Georgia Tech trying to play some tempo. They can't run up and down the floor. Patience.
McNeil almost losing. This is Sherrod. Got it. Foul.
They need a little scoring out of Anthony Sherrod.
Hamilton.
He can shoot the ball. He's a role player.
Well, if they can get something out of the 4th and 5th people, they're really fundamentally, in many instances, 3 against 5.
Well, here he is in a one-on-one situation. Now, there he is now in a switching move. They have Hamilton outside. There's the little... Oh, he definitely bumps him. Tisses it off the glass, a la John Wooden style. Coach Wooden used to teach that down at UCLA.
Sherrod to the line.
Middle of the floor is step number 1, and then hit it out to the wing and throw the diagonal pass, step 2, and that's what they do right there and get the foul on Hammonds. Look at Hammonds. He's a big-time player. The NBA scouts love him, Keith. He's a member of my Super 6 of my senior class Dynamos.
Whistle stops him. As Anderson started his move inside, the call made by Lenny Wirtz. Lenny and Larry Limbaugh out of the ACC. Joe Sylvester out of the Big Ten. Mixed crew today.
Lou Henson with 520 career wins. Has done a great job here, but unfortunately, many of the people look at their fall at the end of the year in NCAA. That's a walk. That's a walk. They just get judged basically on what they do during the NCAAs, and they have come up short.
Sherrod, Hammonds, and Oliver all now with a foul for the Illini. Georgia Tech moves it up the court. Oliver handling the ball.
They try to play really pressure defense to create tempo. Georgia Tech plays patient offense to keep the crowd silent.
Dennis Scott.
That's what he does best, Keith.
That's 2 points.
He's got a velvet touch. I don't think he missed yesterday at practice in there 5-on-5. He was like awesome.
Yeah, but they were starting to call him Mr. Glide because he kept gliding back to that 3-point area and casting off, and they don't want that from him.
I call him Mr. Drifter. He's always drifting to the 3-point line.
Anderson misses, and a foul is called.
Larry Limbaugh with the call. Take a look at Battle. He's the heart and soul of this team, a transfer from out of Northern Illinois. Told me yesterday in a hotel, he said, the best player I've ever played against, Coach Vitale, Ron Harper, when I was playing in a Mid-American Conference, now starring for the Cavaliers. Here he comes. He's a jumping jack. He's one of their flying high Illini, number 25 with the shot block.
Georgia Tech 4 out of 7 from the field. Illinois 3 out of 5. Tech started it out 4-0. Illinois came back with a 6-0 run. Georgia Tech now has responded with a 5-0 run. Pass slapped out of bounds by Kendall Gill.
They utilize momentum off the slam jam bam. Kendall Gill has become a 3-point shooter. He's been playing great team defense. In fact, my best 2 guards defensively in America would be Mookie Blaylock of Oklahoma and Kendall Gill of Illinois.
They drop back now, ease the pressure with Gill, handling Oliver out in front. Inside, you've got Sherrod with the ball for Georgia Tech in the dark shirts.
They're going to try to isolate Hammonds, Keith.
See no changes in the lineup. Ball is loose. McNeil can't handle it. The Illini have it. Battle. Gives it back to Anderson, who gives it back to Gill, who hit it.
Very unselfish basketball team. That's another ingredient that Lou Henson likes about this team. And there was an example. Last year, they would have shot that out of control. They're playing passive defensively. They're not really attacking the ball like I thought they would do. Double up on the inside. As soon as the ball touches inside, they'll try to double.
Hammonds can't get it. McNeil, good rebound to Scott, who's open.
He can shoot the ball. He didn't miss the ball a shot yesterday, and there's a foul underneath.
A pretty good collision and a flying elbow in the effort under the basket. McNeil is going to go out of the ball game, it looks like, and Maurice Britton will come in to replace him for Georgia Tech.
Dennis Scott was the Naismith Award winner as the Player of the Year in high school basketball. And a guy on the sideline for Illinois was, in opinion of many people, America's #1 high school player, Marcus Liberty. They rotate in a zone now, 2-3 zone. Now they take a look at it, a zone. It's like a 2-3 zone.
Battle can't get it. Hamilton rebounds it, loses to Sherrod.
That's a good move going in the zone. It helps to negate the great one-on-one ability and quickness of Illinois.
Scott, 4 for 4.
He is on fire. We talked about how he's a streaky shooter. He's capable of hitting 9 in a row and then missing 6 or 7 because of shot selection. He was the key we talked about on top of the show.
Bardo won't get it. Rebound lost by Hammonds inside. Oh, what an effort. Battle finally can't control it, and Peck comes with it.
Get it to the hot shooter.
5 in
He's
a
on
row.
fire. Get a timeout, Lou Henson. Get a TO, baby. Look at Kremens says, I love it, Dennis.
Scott has 11 points. Hammond, or as Dennis Scott is 5 for 5 from the field and 11 points.
Here's the inside-outside action. The ball goes down to McNeil, and there's Scott trying to run to the three-point line. See, I really believe the three-point shot has really deterred his game from developing because all he wants to do is constantly find the line and shoot the ball, and he is an outstanding shooter.
Inside, the pass goes to Battle, and Kenny can't get it down. Larry Smith is in at the guard position, number 23 now, for the Illini.
This place is waiting for that one big play, Keith, to get
Hammonds, the only player so far with 2 personal fouls, and Kenny gets them both.
He's improved his free throw shooting. Now here he's going to go into a trap. Battle at the point. Now he's going to try to rotate into a trap. And then they drift back into their man-to-man defense. Oliver doing a solid job.
Off the Illini.
I try to praise him right there, and he almost has the turnover. Look, he says, come on, guys, help me out. Where are you, Kenny Anderson? I need you now. Anderson's the great high school player that they hope to be playing at point next year from out of New York City.
Scott bobbled it back to Britton.
Britton's been a major disappointment. He was an MVP out of junior college, 37-2 at Hutchinson Community College. Has been a little overweight, lack of stamina, and hasn't done the job in the middle.
Hammonds finally gets one.
He's a big-time player. When you talk about the great 6 players of the senior class, Danny Ferry, look at an 18-10 lead rotating into that zone.
Tech's now on a 14-4 run. Pass goes into Hamilton. Back to Battle. Got it.
He's improved his shooting from the wing, and if he wants to be an NBA player, he's going to have to make that shot consistently.
Oliver with Smith checking him. Britton to the top of the key.
Trying to swing the ball side to side.
Hammonds.
Try to get Hammonds on that box inside. He's a prototype power forward.
Sherrod to Scott.
Great look.
Beautiful
Great
pass.
look.
Give it away to Britton.
He's such a talent, Dennis Scott. He can be as good as he wants to be. Great creativity with the basketball. Played at Flint Hill. They were #1 in the nation in high school his senior year.
Hamilton just takes it up over Britton and stuffs it.
That's what he does well. He catch the ball and shoot it. He can't put it to the floor, and he's certainly not a good passer.
Georgia Tech by 6, 20-14.
It's exactly the way Bobby Kremens wanted it. Get the lead, control the crowd, good tempo.
Britton. So the big guy takes it up from the foul line and drops it softly through.
He must have heard me say that he's been a little disappointed. Came out of junior college, and they were expecting him to be a real force inside.
3, good. Kendall Gill breaks him up a little bit. Hammonds, 2, no.
That's what they want.
Comes out of there to Gill, and he moves it in a hurry.
Keith, they want the quick shot by Georgia Tech. That's exactly what they wanted.
3 misses. Oliver gets it. Battle after him, almost picked his pocket. Inside Hammond.
He's a man inside. It's like a mismatch. Anytime he catches the ball down in the boxes, that would be like comparing the voice of Dolly Parton with the voice of Minnie Pearl. You're laughing at me on that one. There's that zone defense trying to slow up the attack.
Battle hits the back iron. Dennis Scott, big, strong kid, goes up and gets it.
That was the one rap on Illinois last year. Their inefficiency is shooting the ball and the free throw. And they've really worked on improving in those areas.
Hamilton slaps it away, but Oliver saves it. And travels.
I smell a run coming. I really smell an explosive run by Illinois. They've been very flat. Bobby Kremens' team is well prepared. There's Lou Henson, the Lou Doom, doing it. Come on, Lou,
he
get
sent
fired
new
up.
people in here. He's got Urban Small checking into the ball game, a 6'7" junior at forward. Get a little more size onto the board, a little more battle perhaps to go with Kenny Battle. Number 30, Marcus Liberty is now checked in. The much-praised Liberty, who sat out last year. And he has not really hit his stride yet.
Well, he's America's #1 high school player 2 years ago. Some said Mr. Scott, but versatility, I would have went with Liberty.
This is Gill for 3. And Oliver outside with the Georgia Tech rebound.
Oliver's a solid player. He's so consistent. He rebounds. He does anything the coach wants. Great attitude. He can score. He'd be an outstanding second guard next year when they get Anderson in the uniform.
Inside to Hammonds, and it's slapped out of there by Liberty.
Here goes Showtime. Showtime right here.
Give it a Gill.
There it is.
Gill was open. He took it in himself.
Flying Illini in transition. You got to really work on defensive transition.
Scott, 3-0. Rebound inside. Anderson goes over the top of Britton.
Britton looks a little active today. A quick shot, and here comes Britton, very active. His team was 37-2 in junior college last year. Hutchinson Junior College. They won the National Junior College Championship.
Coming into the ball game for Georgia Tech, Carl Brown, 6'2" junior guard.
He's a pure point guard. He's got good speed. He's from England, was a soccer player.
Replaced Sherrod inside.
They're grabbing him. They're holding number 20. Oh, they bump him, no doubt about it. Tom says, please make the call.
Georgia Tech with 5 team fouls. Illinois 4 now. That's Dennis Scott outside with Kendall Gill trying to handle him, and he has been red hot. But he's been quiet over the last 3 minutes.
Gill's got to find him off those screens. They're going to try to post Gill down inside with Scott posting him using his big, wide body. They screen him towards the lane, horizontal screen. Carl Brown, not a threat.
That's Oliver with a crease and scores.
Lenny Wirtz with the call, gets the offensive foul, Keith.
Takes off the basket.
I like Oliver. What a class act. His mom and dad can really be proud of him. I know this guy's proud of him. You talk to Bobby Cremins, he loves Mr. Oliver. There he is now, splits the defensive player. He's up in the air. Oh, yes, there's the defensive player. He definitely leans right into him. Good call by Lenny Wirtz.
24-19, Georgia Tech by 5 over the undefeated Fighting Illini.
They're the only team in America undefeated in Division I. Doesn't seem like anybody wants to be number 1.
That was Brian Oliver's second personal foul.
There's that zone, forces you to play at a little slower pace.
That's Liberty off the back iron.
Little off balance. He's playing very tentative basketball. He's really trying to fit into a system. It's been really difficult for Marcus.
That's Scott. Boy, he's hot.
You got to know where he is on the floor. As soon as the ball goes down inside in a 2-man game, you got to shape up and find Scott because he'll knock that down all day. 520 wins for Mr. Henson.
That's Battle responding.
Georgia Tech wants to make this a half-court game, Keith.
8.5 minutes to go in the first half. 6-point Tech lead.
He's quick with the ball. Carl Brown, not a threat to shoot it, a penetrator. See, now frees Oliver to go play the second guard position.
That's Brown. Brown slams into Liberty. And it's offensive foul, Brown.
Marcus Liberty rotating over defensively. That's one of the problems that he's had in adjusting defensively. As Liberty now, he comes over to give help. He steps in, and that's what Illinois does so well. They're constantly giving help to one another defensively.
And that'll be 16 fouls on Georgia Tech.
You got to like this guy, the popular Bobby Cremins. What a fighter, what a competitor. Played under Frank McGuire. Was a fierce competitor when he was a point guard at South Carolina.
Battle with a turnaround. Tipped by Small and out of bounds. Georgia Tech.
Not good shot selection, Keith. Really taking bad shots. Battle's got to go inside a little bit more. I almost get the feeling that they believe they can turn it on and put them away when they want.
That'll get you beat.
You better believe that. Ask North Carolina. I thought they thought that against Virginia, and they were blown out last Sunday.
Hammond. Cold shooting day. Rebound. Liberty way up to get it.
He's versatile. He's multi-dimensional. He's going to be a great Illinois player once he gets comfortable.
Gill. Battle the rebound.
That's where he's got to go, Mr. Battle. A high riser. Lou says, I like that, Kenny. And they love it.
4-point Georgia Tech lead now at 27-23, and the crowd gets into the game really for the first time today.
They're playing very flat. They need a little energy, and it's got to come from the sixth man. I don't think they're awake yet. There goes the crowd. The Orange Crush. Here they go.
Get it. And the Illini with Smith handling it out in front. Into the corner to Gill to the paint. Won't go down.
He
got
makes
a hard bounce off the back iron.
He makes things happen. He really does. I know one Illinois fan.
His second personal, so Hammonds, Oliver, and Britton all have 2 personal fouls now for Tech. It's Georgia Tech 27 and Illinois.
Illinois doing a good job of getting back in the game. As you can see, this is the orange cross section. You have the paint over here, but you now have the Dick Vitale shape. Back to you, Keith.
They are wild, Keith.
Rough neighborhood.
I'm better looking in that shirt, I'll tell you that. And I know I'm ugly. Look at that drive. No one rotates over.
Oliver steals one on the baseline, coming off the corner. And the Georgia Tech lead is now 5 at 29-24.
Oliver's such a clutch player. There was a great article by Mark Bradley, one of the great basketball writers from Atlanta, about Oliver. And I'll tell you, deservedly so. He is my kind of player. Every coach wants an Oliver on his team.
That's Nick Anderson back in the ball game, short off the iron and rebounded by Sherrod for Georgia Tech.
They're getting some contributions from some of their role players because 68% of the offense of Georgia Tech comes from 3 players, Scott, Oliver, and Hammond.
And it's Hammonds off the top of the key. Good sharp pass inside Scott, and he scores it in his foul.
What a tremendous pass by Tommy Hammonds. He dumps it back into Dennis Scott. He says, Dennis, how do you like that assist? And he looks so calm, so cool. Now he's going to make like he's going to shoot the jumper. He's up in the air. He spots Dennis Scott down in the box. He drives it. Here goes the wide body. Look at that wide body. Squaring his. That's the easiest basket you'll get, Mr. Scott. He looks at Larry Limbo, says, thank you.
He's got 16 points, Liberty the foul. Eight-point lead for the Jackets.
As I said earlier, Keith, I think the three-point line helps to stop a kid like that from becoming a complete player because all he wants to do is shoot the three. Today he's playing a little bit more versatile. They're in that zone. That zone's been very effective.
Anderson doesn't get it. And the rebound is off to McNeil. Georgia Tech shooting 65% from the field right now and 100% at the line, and that won't hurt him either as McNeil.
See, that's the kind of contribution we were talking about.
But on the road, especially in the Big Ten, which has no postseason conference tournament. One of Illinois' big wins this year over Michigan, 96-84, 8 days ago, here at Assembly Hall in Champaign. 3 conference wins at home, plus 1 on the road so far at Northwestern for the Fighting Illini. I know it may not seem like it, but Dennis Scott has missed a shot. He's now just 7 of 8 with 17 points and 2 assists as we come to 5:40 to go in the first half. Bardo brings it up for the Illini. Georgia Tech is leading by 10.
Trying to spread the court against that zone, collapsing inside, going to allow him to shoot the perimeter shot.
Hamilton has been very quiet inside.
Well, they've collapsed on him on the interior. Look at Scott sinking down in that zone.
They go to him. And he got it.
He has good hands once he catches the ball inside. He was a Street and Smith All-American, first team, highly acclaimed out of high school, and has been a Dow Joneser in his career. This year he's been a little bit more consistent. Here comes a trap.
Liberty is out now as Illinois traps at midcourt. Tech handles it all right with Sherrod and Oliver. And now Scott.
Execution offensively has been superb by Georgia Tech, getting good shots, good spacing offensively. Very patient. Hammonds has improved his perimeter skills too. He used to be just strictly an inside power player. Using the shot clock. Oh, this is perfect timing.
Hammond.
Oh, that's perfect execution, Keith. 2-on-2 basketball, taking advantage of Hammond's good one-on-one ability on the boxes.
Anderson.
See how quick Illinois shoots the ball versus Georgia Tech? Tempo. He's a good passer.
McNeil.
It's a walk.
He took a travel.
A little late with the call, but that's definitely a walk. There's a look at Bobby Cremins, 1985-86. Cremins' basketball team was 27-7, and preseason they were #1, and he had a difficult time handling it. The year before, his team was 28-7. That was Mark Price, John Sally. Take a look at the turnovers. There's that zone. Zone's just... He's not a wing shooter. He's improved his shooting, Keith, but he is not a good wing jump shooter. He's an inside player. Can he battle? They're not making anything happen with their defense. Now look at this mismatch. Hamilton playing Oliver out here on a switch. That means they got to have a mismatch somewhere inside. Using the clock every time, trying to get some time off the 45. Take a look at the shot clock. Patience, poise, discipline.
Kendall Gill slapped it away out of bounds.
I'm really impressed with the way Georgia Tech is playing. They practiced this yesterday, and they're executing it to perfection, part of Bobby Cremins' game plan.
6 seconds, 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Somebody's got to put it up in a hurry. And Scott looking at the clock, looking at the crease inside. Travel. So they turn it over for the 7th time.
And they're sitting down here very relaxed. Some of the crowd trying to get into it, but not everyone. And there's Lou Henson saying, come on, we got to speed it up. Come on, guys. I want to be number one. I want to be number one. Big question is, who would be number one if they were to lose? I haven't even thought about it because I had them down Lock City for a W here today.
Ain't over. 3 minutes to go first half. Short off the front.
Not getting shots within their offense of their zone offense.
Well, they had to hit a lot of those kind of shots to win up at Evanston the other night.
Yeah, they really had a war down here. The Zoo crew was going bananas. They're holding Hammonds inside.
That's Hamilton.
Hamilton's had a history of getting in foul trouble. You know what's the difference also, Keith? They're not getting any baskets as we watch them playing. Look at them bumping them. I mean, he's going to ride Hammonds here, number 20. He's holding. Lenny Worth says, I got you, Hamilton.
That's his second personal foul.
They're not getting any easy baskets off the transition of their defense to offense as Marcus Liberty arrives on the floor from out of King High School. Hamilton goes to the sideline.
Liberty played just over 5 minutes, his first appearance.
Here's Oliver doing a good job controlling tempo, trying to get the good angle for the entry inside.
Hammonds got away from Liberty.
He's a big-time player. What a PT-peer. Tom Hammonds, what a PT-peer. A prime-time performer. Definitely an NBA first-rounder. There's Bardo trying to be a politician with Larry Lembo. Now take a look at this guy. This is a 6'8½", big, strong power player up in the air. Explosive step, and here's the foul inside by Bardo. Cremins doing a little coaching now, drawing diagrams for his man, Mr. Scott. He took a look at a disappointed Lou Henson. I really thought they were going to be emotionally so high today with the potential of being number one.
To 1+1, so they ran away from another potential point, so McNeil will come back.
At home, people, we're watching a team that everybody thought. In fact, I filled out my AP poll before I came over here. I had Illinois number one. I may have to revamp that day.
Georgia Tech lead at 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Illinois was down 18 against Missouri and came back. In fact, they were down. They're getting a little cold, and they got to try to force some turnovers.
Hammond. There's a rebound by Liberty. Cleared out to Gill.
They need the big dunk for Uncle Mo. They need that big dunk.
Well,
and he would contribute a little bit more coming out of junior college. Because anytime you recruit a junior college player, you recruit him that you think he's going to be an instant contributor.
Now a 10-point ball game. Georgia Tech leading. And we go inside 2 minutes to go in the first half.
So impressed with the way they're executing offensively. They got a hole right there. Yes, sir. Carl Brown called for the hole.
Brown shoved him with an arm as he broke back for the loose ball and picks up the personal foul. That will be his second.
Watch him right now. He's going to hold him off. He's going to seal him. Larry Lembo says no. Larry, one of the better officials, right on the call.
Gill will go to the line. Missed the second. Rebound Tech. 1:45 to go first half.
Yeah, Illinois was down 18 against Norm Stewart's team, Missouri, and came back and won the basketball game on a neutral floor. I'll see the spread in the court, going to a little four corners, picks up his dribble.
Sherrod to the baseline.
Oh, Britton says that's why he recruited me out of junior college.
Gill can't answer. Foul is on Liberty. He went up behind the man and went over the top. So Liberty picks up his second personal foul.
You know, Georgia Tech really had a tough week last week. They've been playing against some real heavyweights, Keith. It's been at 20. King Rice has been doing a good job keeping tempo. Now take a look right here. There is the penetration by Sherrod. He dumps it to Britton. There goes Mo. Mo with a blast. He says, maybe I'll get some PT now. Playing time.
Second, not good. Rebound, however, goes to Britton. Tech had Brown playing center field. He hustles back into the action. And
he's spreading the court, going to a little four corners attack, innovated by Dean Smith, putting the ball in Carl Brown's hand. Now they spread, trying to get isolated a one-on-one.
There goes Scott.
He's a good passer. He also can be creative with the ball. Spread the court, get good spacing to eliminate the double team. See, if you're 15 feet apart, they can't double team the basketball.
Got a roll.
Keith, they're doing everything right. They're executing to perfection.
Well, the backcourt scoring is 21 points for Georgia Tech to only 8 for Illinois.
Illinois, the big thing is we haven't seen the Flying Illini. They haven't been able to get up and down the court for layups in transition.
Battle forces one, can't get it. Rebound way in backcourt, and Kenny Battle is the man who hustles to get it.
Illinois struggling with each possession, not getting anything easy, and that's not their trademark.
Georgia Tech has not let them outrun them on the transition game either. This is Bardo. He can't get it.
Bardo's really been quiet in this basketball game.
At the Claxon.
Down in a box like that and get the ball that easily. They're very lethargic. There's that zone, the 2-3, very active. See, they sink inside, and Scott gives them a big guy up on top of that zone, and Oliver. Look at Scott, 6'7", standing up there.
There are no holes. Anderson takes one there, but pays for it as McNeil comes across and belts him and gets a foul.
Anderson's the kind of guy that would like to make the big play. He's the kind of guy that would light the team up. There he is. He spots an opening in the zone. He's like a running back. He sees the seam. He takes off, and he goes in. And there's the block. He gets fouled. Good attempt by Mr. Britt. Mr. McNeil. I'm sorry, Mr. McNeil.
That's his first personal. Anderson on the line for 2. They need a roll.
Everyone. Here comes the full court pressure. They're going to try to get into a trap. Oliver's going to have to handle the ball, Keith. There's a walk.
Traveling. He got it to Sherrod, and Sherrod let it get away.
I still smell a run by Illinois. I really do. They're too talented. I think they're going to be ready to put a little pressure. And what can happen with Georgia Tech, and Bobby Cremins has to be concerned, if they get a little tentative and try to protect that lead.
Baseline.
There it is.
Battle.
It's Slam Jam Bammer, baby. He's their emotional leader. Kenny Battle. Keep Battle in Seattle is their cry. Hey, they're waking up in Champaign. The crowd's waking up a little bit. See, right now they have to have patience. Make sure they come up with a good shot, Georgia Tech. Smart by Oliver. Very smart player. Backs it out. Trying to quiet the crowd. Using the clock. Tempo. They are really playing well. Playing with a lot of poise. Cremins cheering them.
They got Hammonds, but he's pinned down. Now they'll come back to Scott. And it won't go for McNeil. I tell you, that is a war inside for the ball, and finally traveling called on McNeil.
As Bobby Cremins looking up on the time. He knows his team played such an excellent first half. Look at him jumping. Wacky world of coaching. Now they change the look of that zone. They match up out of it. So they're playing like what we call a matchup zone defense. Play a man in the area of the floor. They show 2-3, you become 2-3. Oh, yes!
Hamilton.
Oh, yes! Get a timeout, baby, Bobby. Get a TO. Get ready to party in Champaign.
He's trying.
I get a TO.
It's now a 10-point ball game, and the crowd finally woke up.
The Flying Illini. Flight 33. There's the lob over the top. Here they come. This is why they've been undefeated. High riser, Skywalker. Ball, and he has no awareness of where Battle is behind him. See, he has no awareness. He sneaks along the baseline for the jam. And now we do it again, and watch him again. The same thing. He's staring at the ball. This is not a replay. This is another play of another action, and that's Hamilton the second time sneaking behind Mr. Hammond. You can't stare at the ball and not know where the man is in your area of your zone assignment.
It's a 6-2 Illinois run stimulated by Georgia Tech turnovers as the ball knocked loose. Dive for it. Scott beats Battle to it. Two Illini out of the play. That puts him 5-on-3, but the ball is knocked out of bounds. That's good defensive play by Illinois.
See, the game has not become a 3-on-2, 4-on-3 because of this guy right here and what he's done as the leader of this basketball team. It's been a 5-on-5 game. Offensive foul. Ball goes to Illinois. McNeil called for the foul.
Now they're going to test Georgia Tech's poise right here with this crowd roaring. The margin cut to 10.
It's a member of their Orange Crush crowd. The bleacher creatures were going wild yesterday in Wisconsin with that big win over Michigan.
McNeil's second personal foul for Tech. Gill handles the ball at the top of the key.
As long as they have the lead, they can stay in that zone and make it.
This is Anderson. No. How many times have they hit the back iron today with those kind of shots?
The bounces are starting to go their way, though, Keith.
Now they keep the ball. It's off a Georgia Tech man. Inside, Tech won't have it this time. They try to get it to Battle.
Get it to Scott.
And he is slammed hard as he tried to drive it. But that perhaps the most determined defensive effort by an Illini we've seen.
Now here they are back trying to stop the transition game. There goes Scott. He has the good angle. Good defensive effort. Here's the foul. Bardo 35, send him to the line. Bardo really has been non-existent in this game. He played well against Northwestern. In fact, he was their clutch player down the stretch, their MVP. But here's the star right here, Mr. Dennis Scott. Living up to all the accolades that he got on the scholastic level. He's got that great release.
That makes it a 12-point Georgia Tech lead now with 17-15 to play.
They got to try to spot up Gill and get him free for some three-point shots. Gill and Bardo have not really performed. Gill's got to try to shape up and look for some threes.
Hamilton, air ball.
You don't want him outside. He's got to go down into the lane. He backed it out. Very intelligent, Brian Oliver. Good spacing, trying to get the good angle for the entry to Hammonds. They had him shaping up, they missed him. He really knows how to seal on a post inside. Wide
Oliver's
open.
got it, missed it. And it is off Sherrod.
Bobby Kremen said one of the greatest moments since he's been at Georgia Tech was the day that Kenny Anderson told him, "I will wear a Georgia Tech Ramblin' Wreck uniform."
This is Anderson. He can't get it. Rebound, more go. Gill chases out of bounds. It is Illinois' ball.
Kendall
Gill is only 1 for 4 outside today on three-point line.
Yeah, he's got to try to shape up and shoot it, though. He's had a tremendous season thus far shooting the three-point shot. And if you're a good shooter, you keep stroking it. Even though you're having a little bad day, eventually they're going to fall. That's the motto of Mr. Scott. He always believes the next one will go in.
This is Hamilton. He can't get it. And rebounded by the Engineers. And Tech on the move this time with Oliver handling the ball. Off to Britton. Across it goes to Scott.
Nice pass.
And scored by Sherrod.
Sherrod gets the deuce, but it's created by Dennis Scott with his penetration, a no-look pass.
Gill misses again inside. Illinois keeps it alive as Hamilton takes it in and scores, and offensive foul count the basket. 15:33 to go in the ball game, and a 51-39 score right now.
There's Lowell Hamilton. He's been a member of my old Dow Jones team, and there's Lou Henson. He's been maligned quite a bit for a guy that's won over 500 basketball games because of what's happened to him during the NCAA. The last 5 years, 84, losing to Kentucky.
That's a turnover. The Illinois defense forces the turnover from Oliver. And Illinois gets it on their baseline.
Oliver says he bumped me. Oliver's done a solid job against the pressure of Illinois. I'll document later the 5 last appearances of Illinois in the NCAA.
Well, they're shooting very poorly. Turnovers, Georgia Tech 12-3.
And that's the one area they've really improved this year, their shooting ability.
Illinois comes away with it. Hamilton knocks it loose. This is Bardo. He gives it away to Gill.
Now they got to try to force it. Turnover right here. They got to really dig in, suck it up defensively, put a lot more pressure on that ball.
They get it back to 10 points at 15 minutes to play in the game.
To take little segments of time and you're behind in double figures. They got to hope at the 10-minute mark to get it under 10.
This is a game that is played in surges, though.
Oh,
one
they
team
could have
surges, another one comes back, and that one rolls off.
They missed the fourth foul. Pete, they could have had the 4th foul on Hammonds.
Bardo.
Yes, sir. Here comes the fly in the Illini. That's what they want, Pete. Up and down, use the 94 feet. Hey, before down here, Hammonds gave a little push.
That's Bardo's first basket of the day.
Yeah, he's been non-existent. Now the crowd is into it. The Orange Crush.
Well, Britain.
They're really getting contributions from their role players. We talked about Britton, Sherrod, and McNeil, and they are contributing today.
Illinois might be a little soft on the role players, too. They might not have expected this from them. They've given them a little room, and they're producing. That's Bardo for 3.
Yes, sir. Steve Bardo now starting to contribute. (53-46). They need to score right here.
Blocking foul.
Larry Lembo with the call. The crowd wants it to go the other way. A split crew on a game. I don't like split crews, Keith. We have 2 ACC officials and 1 Big Ten official. I'd rather see 3 from a conference, a neutral conference. Take a look right here. Does he? I don't know. With all the bumping and all the grinding, I think Hammond's got away with one.
Foul is on Battle. That's his second person.
I think it's a no-no to have a split crew. I would rather see in basketball 3 officials from a neutral conference.
That foul's on Hamilton. And he definitely had contact before the ball arrived and then accented it with a little push.
He knows how to really post inside. He's been well-schooled. What a team they had at Georgia Tech when he was a freshman with Dalrymple and Sally and Mark Price. He's doing an amazing job.
That's Hamilton's 4th foul. He's got to leave, Dick. That gets Small in the game.
Who did they get that on?
Hamilton.
Oh, they got that in Hamilton. He's had a history of foul trouble. Small is just a role player.
There's another foul.
Small is a role player, comes in and give him some good defense, steps off the floor, comes on, gets a quick foul.
Second person. Yeah, but they're going to be putting Georgia Tech on the free throw line, and it's a very good free throw shooting team. They lead the ACC from the foul line.
That's a good point, Keith, and so many games are won on that free throw line.
Possession goes to Illinois on the jump ball.
Look at Bobby Cremins. He knows his team has played well thus far, but getting a little nervous now. There's Lou Henson.
Well, a basket here. It's 5 points.
Well, last year the free throw line killed Illinois. 5 1-on-1s they missed against Villanova in the NCAA. And Rolly Massimino had that win.
Gets it.
Sir. He's clutch. Good wing play by Mr. Nick Anderson.
8 points for Nick, and it's now a 5-point game. 53-48, Georgia Tech.
They smell being number 1. Remember, it's at stake. They could be number 1 in the polls tomorrow, the Fighting Illini.
Scott for 3, won't go down. Hammonds across, Sherrod across, Hammonds push.
No doubt about it.
It's going to be Hammond's 4th foul.
There's no doubt about it. Bobby Cremins has got to get him out of the game.
Third foul, excuse me.
Oh, it's only 3?
Yeah.
We had him down for 3 earlier. Oh, that's a break that it's only 3. Watch number 20 in the middle of the screen. There it is right here. He lays the forearm on him, and then gets the rebound.
That's Bardo, checked by Oliver.
Watch Anderson, he wants the ball.
Short off the front iron, slapped out of bounds. Illinois keeps it. So they are getting some luck. At 12:20 to go in the game, trailing by 5 points to the Yellow Jackets.
See, the key for Illinois, they want a team to play in transition. If they can get the lead and force Georgia Tech, nice cut.
Won't go down. My goodness, he goes back up with it, and he is fouled. The foul's going to be on McNeil.
Nick Anderson out of Simeon High School in Chicago, Illinois. He's another guy who was ineligible his freshman year academically. As you watch him moving without the ball, there's a little curl move across the lane. Now watch the good second effort by Anderson, a good offensive rebounder. There he is with good offensive rebound in position and gets fouled. You know what?
Oliver Hammonds, McNeil all now with 3 personals for Georgia Tech.
Good shooter, this kid. He wasn't allowed to practice his freshman year either. I think that's a no-no as he brings him back a little closer.
4 points.
As a look at Lou Henson. I think the penalty is severe enough for an athlete to be ineligible if he doesn't meet the standards, but not to allow him practice and take a year's eligibility away to me is a no-no, and that's an issue somebody should address.
Dennis Scott muscles it out of there.
They need a basket badly, Keith. They need some execution right now, and when in doubt, try to get it to their man, Mr. Hammond. Timeout.
Illinois has outscored them 8 in the second half at 11 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the ball game. It's Illinois trailing by only 4 now after being down by 14 at halftime. It's 53-49, Georgia Tech.
He catches the ball down in the box. He's got such a velvet touch. Just good execution. He's going to be tough to stop in the NBA.
Jackets lead by 6 now as Hammonds totals 12. This is Gill for 3.
Trifecta time for Kendall Gill.
55-52.
They not only may win this game, Illinois, they may win going away down the stretch if they can get the lead and force a faster tempo.
Oliver drives in, offensive. Foul on Oliver.
I don't know about that call. Oliver might have got a tough break right here, and Bobby Crimmins a tough break.
That's 4.
Take a look at Brian Oliver with penetration. There he is now, hanging. Yeah, looks like the defensive players stepped in. Jody Sylvester with the call. Sylvester had some cracked ribs in that Ohio State game he worked last week against Iowa. You take a look again right here. It's one of those questionable ones. There goes Oliver. He's down the lane. Now it looks like the defensive player looks like he was planning.
Sherrod is back in. Oliver has to go out with 4. Bardo out in front. Stops and pops.
See, Bardo and Gill is starting to look at the basket a little bit, Keith.
Now 1-point lead, Georgia Tech.
That picks up the pressure a little bit more. When you're playing well offensively, you have a tendency to play a little tougher defensively. Patience is the cry right now for Georgia Tech.
Jackets had a 14-point lead at halftime.
Remember,
now 1.
Missouri had an 18-point lead. 23-10 in this half so far by Illinois, a great spurt team.
Scott, nope, rebound Hammond.
When in doubt, the big man, the All-American, the superstar, shows why he's going to be a megabuck player. He will be one of the 6, believe me, top selections in the NBA draft.
Anderson for 3, no. Rebound, McNeil, ball stripped away.
You know, you talk about the Super 6, Keith. I talk about guys, Purvis Ellison. I agree. I think he'll be the first pick taken. Danny Ferry, Stacey King, Sean Elliott. And you got to talk about right here, Glenn Rice also, and Mr. Hammonds.
10 minutes to play in the ball game. The crowd today, 16,561. They're getting their money's worth now with the home team making the big second half comeback.
I talked a little bit earlier about playing the game in segments, hoping to get it
knock
under.
that away, and here goes Anderson. And Brown, that should be intentional.
I thought he made a good effort trying to go get the ball, even though I agree with you. It's one of those questionable intentional. Let's hope he's not hurt right here.
He went down awfully hard.
Carl Brown from out of England, played junior college though in Florida, grew up in England. See, he's trying to come and get the ball, Keith. That's a good defensive play.
His head and ball.
Carl Brown, a quick player. Now they throw the ball out in front. Good hustle right now by Brown. He tries to get in front of him. He definitely grabs him. Oh, wow.
Well, he hit the support, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Head hit the support. Missed that second, but they get the ball. This is
good head fake.
And he's fouled.
Good head fake by Kenny Battle to draw the contact. The head fake got the defensive player to react. Georgia Tech is right on the ropes right now. They are ready for this guy right here, Lou Doo's team. Mr. Lou Doo himself. I got the Dickie Doo, he's got the Lou Doo, ready to be put away.
That was the fourth foul on Hammond.
Court pressure.
57, 56, Georgia Tech.
This place is ready to explode if they take the lead. It's been quiet most of the day here because of the performance of Georgia Tech.
They got to play Hammonds now, I would think. He's got 4 fouls, so they may want to go at him next time down.
That's a tough decision by Bobby Cremins. I'd leave him on the floor, too. Knowing his personnel, you got to go for the win. He can't help you on the sideline.
Inside, the ball gets away, and a whistle and a foul on Small of Illinois.
That's a tough decision. Bobby Cremins, you'd like to maybe have him on the floor with 4 or 5 minutes, but you have to have the necessary personnel. He knows taking him out might be an explosion here, and the game will be over. He's pleading and cried. He's amazing on that sideline. Frank McGuire, you got to be proud of your kid, Bobby Cremins. He learned from the master, Mr. McGuire. There's the man-to-man defense. Look at Hammonds trying to sit in a post inside.
Intercepted. Soft pass intended for Scott, the Illini. Pick it off. They could take the lead this time down if they convert. Bardo can't get it to go down, and Scott's got it for Georgia Tech. Kind of forced that shot. He could have been a little more patient with it.
Georgia Tech spreading the ball. See, they're not getting shots for Scott right now. He's having a tough time getting free for a shot. He's got to learn to move a lot better without the basketball.
Be the best start they've ever had. Backcourt scoring has been very significant for both teams. Tech had a 21-9 edge out of the backcourt in the first half. It's 12-2 Illinois in the second half. They have shut down Dennis Scott.
They've gone to a zone defense right now, Illinois, the first time today out of the timeout. I don't understand this because it forces this guy to get free for his shot.
Missed that one, but the rebound by McNeil, and he misses, and it's knocked out of bounds by Illinois.
Georgia Tech has the basketball. See, the zone right now plays into the hands of a stationary player like a Dennis Scott. He can shape up and get free for his shot. There they are in the zone.
Maybe they want to save a little energy at this point.
They're in the zone now.
You're going to give up. You're going to give up points. Your energy doesn't matter, does it?
Well, see right now. Okay, they find where Scott is. That's a good point, Keith. However, when you got athletes like this, you got to go out and extend and play them. You can't let them shoot the ball.
There's a three-pointer by Oliver.
That's exactly what the zone defense permits and allows. Not a good move going into that zone.
And Georgia Tech's lead is 4 again, 60-56.
I think we'll see them come right out of it in the next possession to play man-to-man. And Georgia Tech's rotated into a man-to-man. Gill should be able to play Brown and take him inside.
Well, Hammonds has got 4 fouls.
They can go at Hammonds as well. They're going to try to get Gill inside against Carl Brown. This guy refuses to lose.
Anderson gets a high bounce, but won't go down for him, and it's rebounded by McNeil. So instead of going right at Hammonds, or take Brown inside, it didn't work.
Now they come back in a man-to-man. I really think that was a momentum killer by going to that zone for that one sequence, Keith. They had momentum on their side.
Again, 3, no. Rebound, Scott of Georgia Tech. He gets it.
They have
my goodness.
They have out-hustled Illinois since the timeout. They have really played a little bit more emotional. Now they rotate back into their zone. Good call by Bobby Cremins. He smells the W here.
62-56. Bardo across to Anderson for 3. Got it.
Nick Anderson, he wants the basketball. We got a good one down the stretch here, people.
Brown slows it down with a 3-point lead for Tech. Time, 6:20 to play.
They're trying to seal Hammonds inside, trying to get him to shape up.
Get it to him.
He and Oliver playing a two-man game.
Count it.
That's a great shot by Oliver. He hangs in the air. He's playing with so much more confidence. He comes running over to Cremins. Cremins says, I like what I see right there, Brian. That's a nice play. There's a two-man game.
Him yesterday, too. Remember in practice?
Yeah, he was praising him. He said, I like what I see out of you today, Brian. See, he has the strength of body to hang there. Larry Lembo with the call.
Remember, Illinois is the only Division 1A unbeaten chance to go to #1 in the national polls, if that really, truly means anything at this point of the season. The only thing it does is puffs you up a little bit, gives you a little more to talk about, I suppose.
Well, it creates excitement with the fans and with the people. It makes everybody else go up a notch. It's good bulletin board material for the opponents.
Missed the free throw. 64-59, 6 minutes to play in the ball game, and this is Battle.
Kenny Battle with an explosive move, changes from his left to his right.
13 points now for Battle.
Brown is limping. Carl Brown is limping. The little guy, number 5. Take a look at Kenny.
He hurt that ankle when he went down on that big crash.
Oh, there's Kenny Battle, a little showtime. That's the kind of shot you want in a game of horse. I'm really impressed with the way Georgia Tech has really handled the situation of Illinois making a great run at him, getting it to 1, and then jumping back out to 6. This guy's a competitor.
Foul was on Bardo, his 3rd, and that's going to send Brown to the line for a 1+1.
Not really a good
ball game.
He's shooting 44% on the free throw line. He didn't look like one right there. 8 for 18 thus far this year. Looked pretty right there for those two, the way he stroked them, Keith.
5-point lead for the Engineers.
What a job Bobby Cremins has done to bring basketball life down to Georgia Tech since he took over.
Gill banks it, can't get it. Rebound, Hammonds.
Big rebound by Hammonds, taking away the offensive rebound from the jumping jacks of Illinois.
Well, why would you be sitting out there 12, 14 feet shooting when you got the big gun for Georgia Tech in foul trouble? Why in the world would you go right at it?
Go right at him inside.
Brown can't get it. Rebound goes to Bardo.
Bardo, one of the better guard rebounders in the nation, had 11 the other day against Northwestern.
Inside Gill.
They're sitting in that zone right now. Maybe they can sneak right behind Hammonds for a slam dunk.
Battle sitting right on Hammonds inside, right against him. Now they move him away.
They're playing that zone defense, sliding.
Gill for 3.
He's really improved his three-point shooting ability. Spots up into the gap of the zone.
Now a 2-point ball game.
And he's been banging and banging on that door here late in the second half.
This is Hammonds.
Oh, what a pro. What an NBA player. He's going up and up in my evaluation of Tommy Hammonds.
16 points for him.
You talk about attitude. He gets an A+ for great attitude and work ethic as well. We watched him practice yesterday. There's a double screen. They try to run a double screen for Liberty.
That's Battle. He got it, and he is fouled by McNeil.
He's the spirit, the emotion. He gets the big hug. Gives about 35 high fives. What a world it's going to be in that Big Ten as we watch them enter the ball down into Kenny Battle. There's the left-hander. He's got the great legs. That's where he belongs, inside. Anything beyond 12 feet is out of his range.
He can cut it to 1 point now if he converts from the foul line.
What a war in the Big Ten. When you think about making trips to Wisconsin, trips down to Purdue, and what about Indiana, the Generals? 12 in a row.
Britton comes back for Georgia Tech, and McNeil goes out.
They've been rotating those two bodies. Congratulations.
Hammonds, Oliver, and McNeil all have 4 now, and Battle gets the 3.
Here comes the full court pressure. There's the trap, got to reverse it. He splits the trap. He says, I don't have to reverse it. I just can split it with my dribble move. Can he move Oliver to the second guard spot where he's more comfortable? Down a true point guard. Game clock on the right, shot clock on the left. That's been the story of the game. Patience, poise, tempo, using the clock for the good shot.
Force the shot. Britton rebounds. Can't get it. Hamilton rebounds it for Illinois.
Britton was there for the good offensive rebound. This place will explode if they take the lead. They want to be number one.
3:35 to play in the game. The last Illinois lead was 6-4. With 17-14 to play in the first half. It was 14-point Georgia Tech lead at halftime.
They're running double screens to get somebody free.
Bardo for three.
There it is. Listen to him, the Orange Crush.
The Illini to a 2-point lead, 70-68 at 3:15 to play in the game. Oliver to Britton, and he ties it.
Oliver with a good pass off the ball reversal down to Britton. The role players, as we talked about on the top of the show, have contributed here for Georgia Tech.
Well, this is the kind of a game that just rings a coach out, doesn't it?
Well, the emotion can drain you.
Hamilton won't go. Rebound, knocked loose, inside Gill. And Illinois back to the lead, 72-70.
Member of my all-Rambo team, a defensive specialist, and a guy that can shoot it as well.
Scott hustles it up for Tech. Takes it all the way, no basket. There's a foul. And the foul is on Bardo.
They have done a better job matching up on Scott, taking away his stationary J, which he was so effective in the first half.
On number 3, Louisville, and 5th-ranked Michigan takes on Purdue next Sunday on an ABC college basketball doubleheader.
We're going to take a look at Steve Bardo shaping up right now, Keith. He squares his body, a little penetration. There's the three. That helped to take the lead for the first time for Illinois. And the bench went wild. They absolutely celebrated jubilation. They haven't had too much to celebrate. There's the Orange Crush behind the bench.
Georgia Tech with 18 turnovers in the ball game and in the second half. That has hurt their cause considerably. Illinois now with the basketball. The game is tied at 72 with 2:20 to play. If the Illini win, they win their 17th in a row, probably go to number 1. They remain tied with Indiana at the top of the Big Ten as Kenny Battle puts it up and in.
That was designed during a timeout by Lou Henson. They shaped up Battle in the boxes inside, coming off a screen. He gets free in the lane. Good move, good
call. Why
call.
not? Because Tom Hamilton's got 4 fouls. That's
Good
where you ought to be playing it.
Good call by Henson.
This is Scott with a rainbow, and Georgia Tech's Hammond, Tom coming way outside to get it.
It's important right now for Illinois to know where Scott is on the floor. Illinois constantly switching defensively.
That's Hammond, and rebound goes to Illinois. As Anderson sweeps it down, and Bardo whips it inside. To Hamilton, it's short. And the rebound, fought for, and the Illini come away with it. 74-72 Illinois.
They have to demonstrate some poise. In the past, Keith, they were coming up empty in close basketball games, but this year the tide has changed. They've made clutch free throws, they've executed better down the stretch, and they play with a lot more confidence at execution time when you got to finalize and put the W in the book.
Why do you have to have this 5-second count with a shot clock?
Well, right now the 5-second count is on the ball so that a player just can't hold the basketball and create boredom. So they basically, if you're 6 feet away, they make it count.
The Illini's Gill fires. It won't go down. Battle misses the rebound and a fight underneath, and it's knocked out of bounds by Illinois.
Tough call on that baseline. Lou Henson can't believe it. He said, hey, we're home. We're home. That's supposed to go our way, Mr. Official.
You got 2 ACC officials and 1 Big Ten.
Don't like, as I said earlier, I like to see a neutral crew.
There's no reason not to think, though, that the ball didn't go off Battle in that instance.
Got 3 good officials, 3 good guys in terms of reputations on the game.
They don't care who wins.
There's Brown right now going against Anderson.
2-point ball game inside. Half a minute. Good. It's all tied at 74. And the clock shows 27 seconds.
Kendall Gill looks like his ankle right there.
He really turned upside down.
What a great shot they got him in Sports Illustrated, coming over with that slam dunk. Big feature by Curry Kirkpatrick on Illinois in this week's issue. They love it down here in Illinois. That's all they talk about, that national publicity.
All right, there's the time, and there's the score.
It's amazing, Keith. What an amazing comeback to get back into this position after being down 14 at halftime.
And will be the only unbeaten team in Division 1A.
And deservedly so. I would right now, if I were Lou Henson, run the clock down to about 5 seconds and then get the ball into a clutch player. I'd want it as a trap. I'd want to eventually get it in the hands of Anderson. Even though he's having a tough day shooting today, he's a money clutch kind of player. I'd sneak him in about 5 and then send everyone to the offensive board.
Down to 7 seconds. This is Bardo. Bardo's got to take it. And he missed it. And the fight for the rebound, and
game does not end in college basketball until there's a 0-0 and the sound of the horn. And this year, what a job the General has done to get that team back after the disastrous start they had, to win 12 in a row. Now he's got a big date with the Wolverines Monday night. They've won 12 in a row, Indiana, with an amazing turnaround.
Illinois has got to go to Minnesota.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy.
Then they play Indiana here next Saturday. Larry Smith is in because Gill is hobbled, apparently, with that sprained ankle he suffered when he took the tumble under the basket a little while ago.
That's the first action of Larry Smith, isn't it, in the game?
No. He played
a little bit earlier?
Yep. And played well. And you get a whistle, and you get a foul. And it's on Anderson, I believe.
You know, Larry Smith came out of high school so highly acclaimed, and he really has not lived up to that billing.
Smith got the foul.
Game, he's looked perfect. He's made 3. I've seen him the last 3, has not touched anything but net.
He's lucky.
Without the ball a little better. Number 4. He's an excellent stationary shooter. He's got the ball. Tried to get him in a one-on-one.
He's almost stripped by Bardo there. Georgia Tech will keep it.
Scott is out of a program that produces so many players. Flint Hill out in Virginia.
Oliver, 2 points. And Tech back to the lead by 2.
Ryan Oliver's played a steady game. They're back in that zone.
He's not the man you want shooting in there, is he?
No, not coming right off the bench, and that's not his role. His role is to be a distributor, to get the ball to key people.
Well, let's see if Georgia Tech can come back down here and make it a 4-point lead.
A lot of patience. Again, every possession, getting some cuts. They went off an Illinois flag. Good ball by Larry Lembo.
Lenny Wirtz kind of lost in that forest.
Yeah, he was looking for a little help, and that's a good move by the official.
Hammond. And Georgia Tech has got its 4-point lead, mainly because Smith came hustling down and popped one up for Illinois. Hammond's now with 20.
They're really bouncing in that zone, a lot more efficient in that zone. Hammond's, anytime he touches the ball 12, 14 feet away and can catch it down in the air, he's like one-on-one, you can't stop him.
This is Hamilton. It won't go down. Kept up, kept alive. Illinois still got it.
Hamilton has not had a good game.
Bardo. Inside, Smith on the baseline. Foul before.
Rookie of the year is guys like Price and Hammonds and Scott.
Smith cuts it to 3 points now. 2 minutes and 35 seconds in overtime. Now a 2-point ball game. Backcourt pressure by the Illini. Smith trying to stop Brown. Brown gets past him. Smith is on him, riding him, and he can't get away from him. And the foul is on Larry Smith.
Smith came here. A lot of people thought he was going to be an instant contributor, and he's really struggled on a major college level. He's got good defensive quickness. They're right there. He reaches in, and he bumps them. What is Carl Brown doing on a free throw line, Keith? I don't think he's missed yet.
Oh, yeah. Got them both.
Yeah, he looks so good shooting it also. And like I said earlier, we checked it out. It was unbelievable, his stats on that free throw line. 8 for 18 coming into this game.
82-78. This is Anderson putting one up from the baseline. And McNeil wins the wrestle for the ball. And Tech will clear it.
His patience again. Lots of poise. Carl Brown doing an excellent job. Now they go to the spread. Get good spacing. Gonna make this a free throw shooting contest. Oh, they wanted to carry. They get a turnover.
Bardo intercepts it. Takes it down. Misses the shot. My goodness. Whistle and a foul.
Bardo really struggling.
Well, that's pretty good nerves at the foul line right there.
They got to make something happen right now with the deep. Well, they could call a few fouls right at that foul line, that huddle. There's the trap. Now they just should have reversed the ball.
Minute and 35 seconds to play in overtime.
Getting some motion offensively, spreading the court, trying to get into an isolation, one-on-one. Most of all, Keith, they're trying to avoid the double team by getting excellent spacing. Notice how Georgia Tech players aren't next to each other. Eliminates the chance of double teaming the basketball.
Brown thought he saw a crack.
Oh,
Into
turnover.
the corner, they turn it over. Illinois can now either tie or take the lead. Three-pointer will give them a lead, but I would think they would want the tie at 1:14 to go.
Crimmins is like a cheerleader. He goes wacky on that sideline, and he really works hard. He's really a lot of fun.
he shouted through some pines today, huh?
He can recite every statistic possible. Sherrard going out of the game.
He couldn't come in yet. That's the point.
You know, really, Georgia Tech has outplayed Illinois in almost every phase of the game and deserves the W. Illinois has not really played well at all, but I really believe it's because of the kind of execution and the poise and using the clock the way Georgia Tech has.
Well, they had battle right there, and Smith wouldn't give it to him.
A little tentative right now. They try to match up inside, try to show it like a man.
Now they go to Hamilton, and Hamilton almost loses the ball.
He's not a good passer, Hamilton.
Bardo forces a wild
shot.
Bad shot, but Bardo picks it up, and he is fouled by Oliver.
It's amazing how they come up with the break right there. The Georgia Tech kids have really been. Look at Bobby, he's smiling. I can't believe it. He lost a heartbreaker last week.
He just had Hammonds foul out. He just had Brian Oliver foul out.
Unbelievable. Not a shot at all you'd like to see.
Terrible shot.
Late in the game. And there they are, two guys. He gets a lucky break right there. Jody Sylvester with the call. We look at Lou Henson.
I don't understand why way back toward the end of the game when Bardo came down and just went slicing through by himself to take the shot. He was taking a shot in close with no rebound help.
They got to play with better discipline if they want to be able to get a chance to go to the Final Four in Seattle.
He's got to make this next one to tie.
Can't just rely on their great athletic ability, and they do have that. But in all defensive Illinois, you got to also give credit to Georgia Tech with the job they've done in controlling that clock with each possession.
That one just barely crept in.
And here it is. Scott going to be the option. Remember, Hammond's on the sideline. Remember, Oliver on the sideline.
37 seconds.
Get a timeout, Bobby. Set something up. Once they get the ball across half court, they'll spread the court. I believe they're going to want Scott to take the last shot of the game, but this is the key. Can they get it in bounds? Here's the trap.
Almost lost it.
Almost had a walk-in violation, too. 10 seconds violation. Woo!
They just made it.
Now they're going to spread the court.
Bardo
and Scott. He's the one that's going to want the last shot. Dennis Scott. Remember, he's their great shooter.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
And a little plan of strategy area. It has a tendency to overshow the other. Here goes.
Scott Rainbow. No.
They get the offensive rebound.
No.
Jump ball.
Illinois' ball. 6 seconds to play.
What a lucky break for the Flying Illini. Bobby's got to put a little token pressure on the ball so they don't bring the ball up that quickly.
Larry Limbo was standing right there and called it jump ball.
So you got to put a little pressure on the ball so they don't get the easy shot.
Pops it up, missed it. Double overtime.
Hello. I think he got the arm. I think he got it. There's the pump fake. Now you take a look. Oh, oh, oh. Illinois gets a home call. Yes, sir.
Made by an ACC official.
He didn't want the game to end at the free throw line. Play 5 more minutes. He wants you to miss your big bird, your flight.
They're succeeding.
He succeeded with mine, too.
82-82 and a foul on Dennis Scott.
Right now, the advantage for 2 reasons goes to Illinois. One, because of personnel, with Bobby Cremins having his team sitting next to him, Oliver and Hammonds, and Lou Henson playing at home. Usually, the advantage goes to the home team in an O-tier.
McNeil's got 4, too, for Georgia Tech. So
there's Hammond sitting as an assistant coach right now, and Cremins says, "I wish I had you on the floor, big fella."
The last time
Fred Heathcote, they won the championship over Larry Bird. You see, right now they're one-dimensional. Scott is their only threat. Remember, Illinois playing without Kendall Gill had that ankle injury.
Illini scrapping on defense, almost steal the ball. Foul on Smith. Illinois leading by 2, 84-82, and Larry Smith is called for the foul.
We take a look right here.
Brown, who came in with a poor free throw shooter, will go back to the line.
Oh, he definitely bumped him. Good call by Larry Leppo.
Brown is now 7 for 7 from the foul line. 8 for 8. Would you say it was a 49%?
He came in here 8 for 18. Would you believe it? He's 8 for 8. 84-84. As we said a little bit earlier, playing without Oliver, playing without Hammonds, and they're just right here. Bobby Cremins has done a great job of coaching today. There's that matchup, forcing him to try and shoot that perimeter shot.
First battle. There he is, coming out for a second. Now Smith and Anderson. Three-pointer.
He's the kid that refuses to lose. From the streets of Chicago to Windy City, a tough competitor out of Simeon High School.
Now you get a little different. You get him off of the 2. It's now a 3-point Illinois lead.
And now it forces Georgia Tech to have to play at a faster pace.
And lost it.
This place, he was ready to do a dance. He was ready to do a dance. Battle of the Seattle. He's ready to go to the rafters. He's one of the great dunkers in college basketball, Kenny. Battle.
Illinois still made only 3 turnovers. Georgia Tech has 21.
Well, they made only 3 turnovers because of the kind
Whoa, McNeil put a shoulder in and got away with it. Bardo pumps it up. Good.
There it is. It's over. Flying Illini. They'll be number 1.
5-point lead
Yes,
for
sir.
Illinois. Timeout, Georgia Tech. At 3:20 to go in the second overtime.
I told you it was going to be easy. I got to look at the 3-point shot out of Scott.
You got a lot of time left.
Yeah, Bardo's going to play him tough right here.
3 minutes. Scott took it up and over and got away with it. And the rebound, Illinois.
One-dimensional right now. They have only one really offensive threat on the floor, Dennis Scott. And it's easy to defend someone that has one player who's a potential scorer.
Scott is 1 of 6 in the second half, including the overtime. 1 of 6. Baseline, no. Hamilton, 2:45 to go.
Time is certainly still there for Georgia Tech if they can hit a big 3. I would like to think momentum and not playing with the kind of players they'd like on the floor, that all the advantages are in the favor of Illinois.
Scott for 3. McNeil for the rebound. He lost it.
He mugged him, too. He mugged him. Lembo gets it. He nails him.
Larry Smith will be going.
Against Villanova and lost to the NCAA.
They've got Sherrod trapped on the baseline. Steal the ball and score it.
There they are. The Illini, they're dancing, they're celebrating, they're number 1. Dennis Swanson, our president, on cloud 9, the Illinois graduate.
Rebound outside. Britt Scott, 10-point. Illinois lead. 2 minutes to play in the second overtime. And Scott can't buy one right now.
1 against 5 right now. 1 against 5. Can't win that battle. Nope. I'm a dummy and I can figure that out, Keith. Stop laughing at me.
94-84.
People are going to look at the score and say, it was easy.
Smith charging.
They want to get out the chant right now. We're number 1. You know, Illinois in the free throws in the overtime, 11 for 12 versus what they did last season when they were a disaster in that loss when Mark Plansky was shooting the ball for Rolly Massimino. There's a look at Lou Henson. He's been maligned for a guy that's won as much as he's won. There's the chant. They should be we're number 1A today. We're number 1A because they haven't played like this well.
Now all Illinois has got to do is move the ball. Don't give it away. Run out the clock at 1.5 minutes to go in the second overtime. 94-84. Bardo with 16 points all in the second.
Yes! Oh! Flying Illini with flight number 33 arriving in Champaign. And then he hugs. Give me a hug, Kenny. Give me a hug. There goes flight number 33. Take it off. Woo-hoo! Bring down the Raptors, Mr. KB. Jam City.
24 points for Kenny Battle. He was fouled and he goes to the line. He's made his last 8.
You better not run up and down the court with Illinois. It'll be a Duncan derby.
Britton muscles it up and in.
He's played well today. Britton's given him some basketball today. So is McNeil, Carl Brown.
The foul in backcourt by
Harris earlier this year. I'll tell you what breaks my heart. Watching a guy like Marcus Liberty struggle with all his talent. Anderson with the layup inside.
Now 13-point margin.
And struggling because of a rule that doesn't allow him to practice with the team while he's sitting out.
DeMellick back to Scott.
That's what he does well.
3 and he hits it.
He does that as well as anyone. If he shoots the open jump shot, squares his body. Illinois will be tough to beat. Jimmy Collins is a great recruiter.
101 points for Illinois, 89 for Georgia Tech. But it was double overtime, and with Tech fouling out 3 players, the second overtime was a relatively academic exercise. You knew what was going to happen, and it had.
It's been struggle city. They were outplayed.
There's Scott missing from outside for 3, and Anderson takes it.
Offensive foul called by Lenny Wirtz. They got the Michael Jordan shorts, the big baggy pants. There's Lou Do. Maybe he's going to put on those pants and dance also. Yeah, Lou go to his bench. He got all over me last year because I came out and said I picked Illinois to be number 2 in the nation and win the Big Ten. He said, Dick, do you know we lost Jens Kiava? I said, Lou, had I known that you lost Kiava, I would have made you number 1.
Mike McDonald comes in.
There's Battle
is out. All of them are going to send everybody into the ball game. Only 11 seconds left to play. The game has been decided some time ago.
You know, the year of 1984, they had a tough break. They had to go to Kentucky and had to play Kentucky in Lexington on Rupp Arena's floor for the Battle to go to the Final Four. Since then, the NCAA has changed that rule. You don't play a regional game in a home facility, and that is really an intelligent decision. But then it's been struggle after that. They lose to Austin Peay in 1987, the year that Indiana won the national title.
Scott hits a 3.
That three-point
time runs out.
That three-point shot hurts Dennis Scott's development. There it is. Good night. Slam Jam Bam, number 1 in the nation, the Flying Illini.
It was 45-31, Georgia Tech at halftime. The final score, Illinois 103, Georgia Tech 92, double overtime.